that makes the world feel more compassionate. In Latin America and the Caribbean region, the cultural value and peaceful power of the Chinese Dream have also been recognized. China and Latin America are quite close in terms of their stages of development. Since the beginning of the 21st century, the growth of trade between the two sides has far exceeded that of China's total international trade. The two sides' bilateral trade has entered a golden period. China-Latin America trade amounted to only $2.29 billion in 1990, rose to $12.6 billion in 2000, and reached $261.3 billion in 2012. This represents a more than 100-fold increase in just over 22 years. Now, China is the second largest trading partner of Latin America, and Latin America has become one of China's most important investment destinations. Xi Jinping's visit to the three Latin American countries breaks new ground and represents a vibrant and successful demonstration of China's policy of mutually beneficial cooperation and common development. What does the Chinese Dream mean to the world? As you can see, these scenes are grand, beautiful, warm, and tranquil. Xi Jinping responded to the world's attention, saying that China would follow the trends of the times and promote world peace and development. The Chinese Dream will benefit not only the people of China, but also people globally. And the Chinese Dream is not a small dream we should chase behind closed doors, but a big dream of openness, inclusiveness, and sharing. On September the 7th, 2013, at 10:30 a.m. Kazakhstan Standard Time, Xi Jinping visited Nazarbayev University in the company of Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev. It was here that Xi Jinping proposed the strategy of building the Silk Road economic belt. We need to enhance practical cooperation across the board, utilize our good political relations, geographical proximity, and complementary economic conditions to boost sustained growth, and build a community of shared future and mutual benefit. The idea is to start in individual areas and connect them over time to cover the whole region. There are also new measures for revitalizing the old Silk Road. Step up policy communication, improve road connections, promote unimpeded trade, enhance monetary circulation, and increase understanding between peoples. As an old Chinese saying goes, a close neighbor is better than a distant relative. Since ancient times, China has had a tradition of cherishing friendship with its neighbors. China would like to work hand in hand with its neighbors in the Asia-Pacific as they each works to realize their dreams and promote better and faster development of the region. As the Indonesian folk song Bengawan Solo goes, your water springs forth from Solo, caged by 1,000 mountains. Water flows to reach far distances, eventually meeting the sea. The history of a land is the history of the people on that land. On October the 7th, 2013, at the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting in Indonesia, Xi Jinping sent out a clear signal from China. In the context of economic globalization, all economies are interdependent, with shared interests and a common destiny. and the macroeconomic policies should be coordinated to maximize positive interaction and prevent or reduce negative spillover effects. The interests to be considered should be the interests of all. Xi Jinping gave voice to his vision of building the Silk Road economic belt and the 21st century maritime Silk Road, and proposed to establish the Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank. The fulfillment of the Chinese dream requires peace and stability in international and surrounding environments. China will realize the Chinese dream through peaceful development. The Chinese dream is closely connected with the dreams of the people of other countries. While seeking its own development, China will help other countries, particularly developing countries and its neighbors, to better achieve their own dreams by sharing its development opportunities with them. China seeks mutually beneficial cooperation with all other countries for common development, and the Chinese people hope that by realizing the Chinese dream, they can help fulfill the global dream of all other nations together. China's peripheral relations with its neighbors, its multilateral relations with other countries, and its public diplomacy are all focused on helping other nations better understand China's path of development. That is, the realization of the Chinese dream. All of these relations are indispensable. On March the 22nd, 2014, Xi Jinping flew to the flower-covered city of Amsterdam to kick off his 11-day tour through Europe, in which he received worldwide attention. China and Europe together account for 1/4 of the world's total population and 1/3 of its GDP. From March the 22nd to April the 1st, Xi Jinping traveled to Amsterdam, The Hague, Lyon, Paris, Berlin, Düsseldorf, and Brussels, traveling 19,615 kilometers and attending about 90 activities. The Chinese head of states visited increased space for cooperation and identified common interests, redefining China's relations with the Netherlands, France, Germany, and Belgium along the way. When Xi Jinping attended the Nuclear Security Summit in the Netherlands and visited the UNESCO headquarters, the European Union, and others, his grand perspectives on history and the world came to the forefront. What the world witnessed was a leader well-versed in human thought and spiritual heritage, deeply influenced by Oriental culture and with a manner that was calm and peaceful, yet profound. His efforts have led to the revival of China's soft power and a stronger bridge of friendship between China and Europe. After going through innumerable tribulations, the Chinese people cherish peace and would like to seek, uphold, and share peace with the other countries. History will attest to the fact that the realization of the Chinese dream will bring opportunities rather than threats, peace rather than turmoil, and progress rather than setbacks. It is possible to grow together without harming each other, and to follow parallel paths rather than run against one another. The world is diversified, so are dreams. The Chinese dream and the dreams of countries both developed and developing can draw upon and respect one another, seeking common ground while preserving differences. This cannot but increase their contributions to human civilization. The Chinese dream is like a beacon to an old nation on its way forward. The well-known writer Bing Xin once wrote, "People are only amazed by the brilliance of a flower in bloom. But when it is in bud, it is soaked in the tears of hard work and stained with the blood of sacrifice. British scientist, historian, and sinologist Joseph Needham raised the famous question of why scientific and industrial revolutions hadn't originated in China despite its earlier successes. Today's China is trying to answer this question. From the dream of hosting the World Expo in China to the realization of that dream in Shanghai in 2010. From the Chinese sprinter Liu Changchun's running for the first time at the Los Angeles 1932 Olympic Games, to China ranking first in the number of gold medals at the Beijing 2008 Olympic Games. From having essentially no industry to being among the world's largest industrial countries. From the dream of lights, telephones, and tall buildings to the vision of finishing building a moderately prosperous society in all respects. From the first steps of reform and opening up in the small fishing village of Shenzhen to the operation of a free trade zone in Shanghai. From pursuing foreign investment to Chinese enterprises operating in 177 countries and territories. All this is how China carries out peaceful dialogue across the world. As former Prime Minister of Singapore Lee Kuan Yew noted, China has been accepted by the world as it is, rather than as an honorary member of the Western community. This acceptance offers a great example of seeking common ground while retaining individual qualities for common development. The ocean is vast, yet many small streams flow into it. The sun and the moon are enormous, but the infinite sky encompasses them both. Human dreams are all connected. The Chinese dream and the dreams of the people of other countries are like separate scenes in a beautiful mosaic. When joined together, they create an amazing picture. A Chinese saying tells us one should value not only one's own culture, but also the cultures of others. This will contribute to the flourishing of all cultures and the arrival of world harmony. When describing the Chinese dream at the UNESCO headquarters, Xi Jinping commented that in pursuit of the Chinese dream, the Chinese people will encourage creative shifts and innovative development of the Chinese civilization, endeavoring to inject new vitality into it with the times. In this way, Chinese civilization, together with the other brilliant civilizations of the world, will provide mankind with enduring cultural guidance and motivation. It is our fortune to have such a rich history and inspiring opportunities. As Xi Jinping noted, do not forget the suffering and glory of yesterday. Take on the responsibility of today and live up to the great dreams of tomorrow. After over a century of vicissitude and struggle, a symphony of celebration is now underway in preparation for the Chinese dream and the great rejuvenation of the Chinese dream.
隔着苦难辉煌，这条路闪耀着光荣梦想。